Hello, Mr. T here. In this session, the piece I would like to talk about is Tequila Sunrise by Pamela Wedgwood from the book Jazzin' About for Trumpet. I've chosen this piece as it is set for grade 5, list B. If you choose to play this piece for your grade, here are some ideas on how you could improve your marks. Firstly, let me play the melody. Yes, I agree with you. Not very interesting, not very musical. So how can I make it more interesting and more musical? The points I will cover are tempo, dynamics, articulation, and musicianship. Firstly, tempo. Two things to notice about tempo. Firstly, the speed at the beginning, and then look through the piece to see if this speed changes. At the beginning, you can see it says slow samba, and the instruction, crotchet, equals 69. And what this means is that you should be able to play it at a speed of 69 crotchets a minute. And the best way to understand this is to use a metronome. If you don't have one, play it at this slowish speed. I'll play the first two lines. So a slowish speed like that. Now, secondly, look through the piece to see if the tempo changes. And you will see that unusually it doesn't. So keep this same slowish speed throughout. Now let's add dynamics to tempo. There is not a lot of variation in the dynamics, but what there is needs to be played. At the beginning, it's marked F, forte, loud. Then look through the piece to see what changes you can see. And you'll need to remember the following. P, piano, soft. MF, mezzo forte, medium loud. F, forte, loud. FF, fortissimo, very loud. And when the lines are getting wider, that's crescendo, getting louder. And when the lines are going to a point, that's diminuendo, getting softer. Now for articulation, the tonguing and slurring. Have a look through the piece and you will see there are various markings which you will need to play. The curved lines are the slurs, and here you will need to tongue the first one and then play the others without tonguing, making them as smooth as possible underneath that arc. Sometimes it's over 2, sometimes it's over 3 notes, however long the slur is. Dots underneath the notes show a staccato marking, which means play it short and sharp. The little line underneath the notes is called tenuto, and this means give it its full length. The little arrowheads are called accents, and here you will need to give the notes a little extra force when you tongue them. I'll play from bar 12 to bar 16 so you can hear what is meant. And there you can hear some difference in the articulations, the slurs and the staccatos and the accents. Lastly, now that we have tempo, dynamics and articulation, the technical bits, it's time to think about musicianship. And what this means is thinking about what story is the music wanting you to tell through your playing. And the clues are in the title and the words slow samba. A samba is a dance from Brazil and is usually played quickly, but here it's a slow one. It is noted for its syncopated rhythms. It's the rhythms of the short note followed by a long note followed by a short note. And these you can see in bars 8 and 12 and so on. You can see that it is semiquaver, quaver, semiquaver. And this is an example of syncopation. The title is a cocktail drink, and so I think the title refers to thinking about holidays in the sunshine. So that added to the Brazilian dance style means a happy sound, the sound of holidays. So I think have that in mind when you play this piece and try and make your listeners think about their happy holidays. Now the 4 points, tempo, dynamics, articulation and musicianship have been covered. I will end by playing through the piece, thinking about all of these ideas, and you will be able to compare it with the first playthrough and see the difference. And just as I did at the beginning, I won't do the da capo. I will have a short break and then finish with the coda. But of course, don't forget, you will need to do the da capo and then the coda section.